Welcome to my channel. Today's gonna be a different episode. So, let me take a pill of magnesium. You know, I used to smoke marijuana. I used to smoke it all the time. You know that? It used to be a social thing. It used to be an everyday thing. You know that? And there wasn't a time where I went without smoking marijuana. And I contributed it to like a spiritual thing, to a spiritual heightenedness. When I smoked weed, I felt like I could tune into things outside, and I also felt like I forgot a lot of the troubling things that have happened to me, especially my youth. So when I stopped smoking marijuana, especially when I went to sleep at night, I felt like I remembered all these really disgusting things that happened to me in my early years. You know that? And it's sad. It's sad because you're like, oh, like these are people that I trusted and they really betrayed me. You know that? So so like I like came into all these remembrances of all these like terrible things. I'm not gonna share them all at once on here. So so we talked about marijuana. I quit marijuana cold turkey one day. I was like, oh, I don't need this anymore. There's a lot of things about it. There's a lot of things like, it almost felt like I'm doing this, and it's like, another thing about it too is the liberals. And the Liberal Party, can I tell you, when they legalized marijuana, I was like, oh, this is the right direction. I look around me and it's like I don't know if everyone's like completely lost their way. Like I read some stat that was like over 2 million Canadians use the food bank like every week. I thought that was crazy. I thought that was so sickening. And then I thought to myself, you want to know how the Liberal Party got in? Legalizing marijuana. And I was like, you want to know like if I have to give up marijuana for the good of like society so that we can get back on track? I'm gonna give it up. So I gave it up. Uh, there was a lot of like memories that came flooding back after giving it up, and it was like it was really kind of disappointing. It was kind of really like eye-opening as well because it's like, oh, I've been smoking marijuana to escape all these like traumatic kind of experiences. You know that? And it's like, you want to know what? Can I tell you? It was like and like I've had these dreams too where it's like, I'm running from confronting things in my life. You know that? And and what's a cowardly move? To run from things. Because you don't need to run from anything. You should be strong and sturdy, and you should, stare what it is that's bothering you right in the face, and you have to confront what it is. And you want to know, can I tell you, like, in my early years, okay, so we've talked about drug use. So I haven't really done any drugs. I have the odd beer here and there, but I'm slowly kind of pulling away from alcohol too, kind of going to a different lifestyle. Um, Along with giving up like marijuana, alcohol, another good part of this is sex. All right? And I used to have a lot of sex, like all day long kind of thing, with multiple partners, over and over and over and over, top and bottom, like I did it all. All right? Can I tell you, like, do I feel proud of myself, like being a 36-year-old man and I have literally nobody and nothing in my life right now? It's like, you want to know, like, I don't really feel too proud of myself. I'll be honest with you. Like, I thought that I'm like building these relationships. I'm building this closeness with these cool people. Yeah, no, what a fictional thing. I like, can I tell you, sex isn't like a handshake. It isn't for everybody. And at the end of everything, it's like I really don't have anything to show for it. I just have a bunch of fake people in my life that don't really resemble of anything of value. You know that? Like, if there's anything that I could like share with you, it's like, you want to know, find that one special person. Find that one special person and build a life with that person and protect that person. And, like, like, that's the most important thing in this world. I thought I had that, and I was sadly mistaken. It felt like after 15 years, it's like I'm with a complete stranger that I don't even know. You know that? And, and it's like, oh, and I have all these people that it's like, oh, I thought I knew them, but I don't really know anybody. And I look around me and I'm like, I see like all these challenges. I see all these boards going up on all the doors and windows. I look on my phone and it's like mass exodus of people leaving Canada. And I think to myself, like, like, what is going on? And so last night, like I go to the gym. I try to go a little bit later in the evening because it's like I'm just trying to go and do a workout. I'm trying to like tune myself into my future kind of thing. And I'm trying to like, I'm trying to feel and I'm trying to see like, is this easy? Is this hard? Can I challenge myself more? It's like 100% just me for me. It's not a social thing. It's not a me trying to pick somebody up. It's not me trying to be in like around anything outside. Like, it's like a me for like my future kind of situation, And yesterday it was really really weird. You know, I go through a walkthrough when I first get there just to see, oh, you're on this, oh, you're doing this, oh, you're doing chest, you're doing back, you're doing legs, you're doing abs, you're doing treadmill, like, and you're like, okay, so then that means that the best and like a place for me to like get in, or maybe I'll stretch now and wait for so and so to get off this, right? Oh my gosh, yesterday I felt like I was the workout. It was like, oh, we're gonna do John today, and we're gonna do whatever machine is like right in front and right behind, and like under their breath, everything's like, oh, okay. So here's another thing. Before we get into this chapter, let's get into this chapter. So I'm also in this realm of, if you don't do what we want, you have a mental problem. If you don't give us your body, you have a mental problem. If you don't give us your money, you have a mental problem. If you don't give us, your time or your attention, you have a mental problem. And it's like, okay, so like, you want to know what, Dr. Phil? If you want to go down this road of fucking everything's a mental illness and I need to get help and whatever else because I'm not doing and giving you the things that you deserve from me, like the food in my apartment and my money in my bank account and like my time and like my body, and if I don't give these things, everyone really dials into me having a mental illness. And I find it so strange because it's like, you want to know, like, I gave you all those things for 30 fucking 6 years of my life. And the second that I lost my job everything was just about me and making myself happy, you know that? And I really tuned into the idea that it's like, okay, like you guys aren't doing it for me. You don't care for me. I don't have a house. I worked my fucking ass off and I have nothing to show for it. Thank you so much. Like here, like exit stage left. Like learned my lesson the hard time. I'm gonna focus myself now. When I did that, everyone around me suddenly got a PhD in mental health and like addiction services or something. And it's like you, but like you don't have a PhD. You don't fucking know what the fuck you're talking about. You're not a doctor, and even if you are a doctor, you're fucking corrupt as fuck. So why don't you just do yourself a favor? I'm like, get the fuck out of my life. I don't have any space for you anymore. Second I did that, everyone thinks that they can just fucking come into my life and take over my life and whatever else. And it's like, can I tell you something? Like try your best, but like I have like new different ways and strategies to deal with you. Like you really don't bother me, and you want to know what? Can I tell you? There's always a bigger fish. So while you're thinking you're gonna swoop in and come for me, trust me that there's like an even bigger thing that's gonna swoop in and get you. So like I'm not even too worried. Like okay, so we talked about people and their perceptions and their different mechanisms in trying to like take over your life and make you force you into something that you don't want. And you want to know, can I tell you, there's like disease and mental illness is rampant right now. You know that? And if there's one thing I can recommend to you, it's being very careful about who you hang out with, who you give your energy to, who you give your body to, who you give your time to, who you give your money to, because there's something wrong with society right now. Like a sickness, like something upstairs that's not right. You know that? And if there's anything that I could like really like subscribe to and like tell you is like it's like you need to really tune into like praying. You need to tune into your higher power and you need to kind of unsubscribe, try to help people the best you can, but just know that there's something really wrong with society right now. And you know, in politics and the greater good in this country, it's being stripped away. You want to know? I felt like one day I woke up and everyone's really trying to push this weird agenda on me. This, like, you know, outside of norm agenda. And it's like a spiritual warfare on a day to day basis. I don't know. Like, and I try to like step out of it, and I try to just tune into myself, tune into making myself a better person, tune into making doing things that are in reach of myself, and like oh like sorry like I'm pulling back like you know the eagle going to greater heights and going so high into the atmosphere that the air is so thin that nothing can survive kind of thing. Like that's where my like next thing is going. Like that's my next like opportunity. That's where I have to go because it feels like just everything around society and everything about this world right now is completely fucking breaking down. And you know, with great adversity comes great opportunity. You know that? So I have nothing but, you know, extreme like excitement for the things that are to come. But like I have this like really I have something like I've had these dreams where it's like I need to tune my body into the temple of like creation. I need to tune myself into myself becoming the most what is that called? The most powerful version of myself, the most like unchained version of myself, something where I don't need anything and I can go out there and get what it is that I want without anybody having bearing on me. I can be that sharp piece of steel that just slices on through eye of the storm, right on through like boom, you know? You know how you're gonna get there? Giving up all these attachments to these things that your body doesn't need. Drugs, sex, alcohol, fake friends, fake family, fake fake job, fake, you know what I mean? Like there's so many things where it's like, okay, like you do not serve me, so you can exit stage left. Thank you so much. You know that? You know, there's another big part of this too where there's things that I said that I feel like really bothered people. and they're very like, obvious truths. And it's like everybody wants to smoke weed, forget about the reality, and it's okay because like what, you're gonna die and you're gonna be that person in the bed screaming that they're taking me to hell for eternity. And that's the fucking thing. Like that's it. Like what I just said like really bothers people so much. And it's like, can I tell you something? Like if giving up these things will merit me like my name being on the best club in the world's like VIP list for instant entry into the best club in the world, can I tell you, it does not mean that much to me. Like honestly, it doesn't really matter. Like I want to go to the best club in the world. I want to party with the best people in the world. I want to really enjoy life and eternity. I really want to enjoy myself. You know that? I don't want to spend eternity in hell. Like I just don't. Like it doesn't sound like a fun time. Like for what? A few seconds on Earth, you're gonna like give yourself up for eternity in hell? Like, does that actually make sense? Like, anyway, so I gave up drinking, I gave up smoking. Oh, so yesterday, like, I'm trying to work out and I'm listening to certain people's conversations and stuff, and like, oh, he's a fucking loser. Oh, he's a fucking loser. Oh yeah, like nobody likes him. Oh, he has no friends. Oh yeah, like, oh, his dick is too small. He'll never please a woman, someone said. Like, you know what people are saying? Such weird things. And okay, so like, not only is it like the talk, but like it's like every like piece of machine around me that doesn't make sense. Like and it hurts my head because it's like, is this your first time at the gym? Like, and it's like you're following me around from fucking place to place in this gym, and not only that, but then they try to take machines that I'm gonna use next, and it's like, hey, don't worry about me. I'm not working right now, so I got all the time in the fucking. And you wanna know what? If you wanna do this, then I'll go do something else, and I'll go do like modified for today, and like, you wanna know what? It doesn't bother me, but it's like you're gonna break your body. I like you're gonna hurt yourself because you're using the machine completely wrong. You're gonna drop these weights on your fucking face, like, and I see people doing all kinds of stupid shit, really, really dialed into their exterior look. Oh, I'm this kind of person. I'm that kind of person. Can I tell you, like, you look like trash. Like, like you can come up to me and you can tell me, oh, I'm the prettiest girl in the world, and I'll look at you and I'll be like, I've seen better. Like I know girls that are beautiful inside and out and that are actually really confident, successful women that you will never be. So see yourself off, stage left. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and like, there's this thing where it's like, oh, we're gonna like get at you. We want your body. Oh, we deserve to have you. You're sick in the head if you don't have sex with us because we're way hotter than you. And it's like, you want to know, can I tell you? Like, I've already like expressed, I'm getting married. I'm having children. Like that's my next step. Like if those are the things I need to have a job in this country, it's like, then that's what I have to do. And in order to attain those things, I have to become the vessel that is going to attract those things and keep those things. And you want to know, having promiscuous sex with strangers that don't work like I go to the gym every single day. I do not see these people there every single day. But they feel entitled to my body and my life. Beyond me, fact or fiction, where that fucking comes from. And they're like, oh, like we're hot. It's like, okay, so like, can I tell you, there's so many things like to attract that perfect partner that embodies health, wealth, wisdom. I'm not gonna get that by some stranger that I just randomly run into at the gym on an odd occasion. Like, can I tell you, like, there was someone that I like worked out with for like years that was in this pool swimming beside me. You know that? And after years of like commitment to their body and working out and like it's like an everyday thing, like I was like, okay, like I'm gonna strike up a conversation and see if they're cool, and they were, right? Now all of a sudden it's like everyone thinks that, oh no, like we're on the same level, and it's like no, like we are not all on the same level. We are not all the same person. Like, can I tell you, if I've never seen you before, if I don't know anything about you, like, can I tell you, like, I'm not gonna invest in you. Like, I'm not, and especially right now in my life, I'm really dialed into myself. I'm really dialed into my health. I'm really dialed into like what I want, how I feel, what I think. I. And I know that everyone around me is so bothered by these things. And it's like, I don't get it. Like, where the fuck were you when I got fired? Where the fuck were you when I was struggling? Where the fuck were you when I needed help? Where the fuck were you when I needed fucking money? Where the fuck were you when I had to pay these things? Or like, and it's like, you want to know, you're not there to pay my bills, so I don't really give a fuck what you think. Like, I don't. And like, keep talking. Like, I'm not saying like shut the fuck up. Like, I know I am, but like, go ahead, keep talking. But like, you're not ever gonna get what you want from me unless you're drugging and raping me, like which you used to do. Like, anyway, so there's people that are in my space that are putting me in an awkward situation that are like in front of me and behind me and like staring at me like I'm dinner, and it was such an awkward situation because there's like a whole big gym, and it's like you don't need to crowd me, like, and it's like also too, it's like, when it's like late at night, and if I was to do this to a lady, the cops would show up and have a problem with it, but I can't say anything. And like also too, can I tell you, these people are like 4 times my size even, and it's like if anything goes down, like I will not be able to do anything. Like the only advantageous thing I have about me is agility, maybe some kind of freaky strength, but at the end of the day, it's like there's a whole group of people, there's only one of me. Do you know that? And yeah, there's cameras, but like, all it takes is 1 second for your life to end. You know that? Anyway, so like, they're communicating things, they're getting in my space, even in the locker room, I pick like one of the areas where there's no locks on anything. And then I like walk through after my workout, and it's like, oh, here's my locker, and right beside it and across the thing, and then it's like only in the one place is there all the locks, and it's like I think we're all going to the gym for the wrong reason. Like the best part about the people at this gym is like to your face, they're calling you a faggot, but then when you get to the locker room, they're all trying to get naked with you and trying to have sex with you. And I find it so fucking like mind fucky. Like you want to know, be the person you are inside and out. Like if you're a gay person and you want to be a gay person, like maybe stop saying like faggot, like, and maybe try to be nice to gay people. Like you want to know, it's like a simple thing. Like, and like what's really weird too is all the women at this gym are under the gaze and premise of, oh, everybody's straight and every guy should be with a girl, and oh, here I am. And it's like, you want to know, can I tell you, this gym idea, it's not for having sex, it's not for picking up. It's like this is a temple of physical, like, opportunity. Like, this is about dialing into your physical temple of your body and growing the application of your strength and physical endurance and fitness. You know that? It's a very simple concept. And I feel like everyone's like trying to make it this thing that it's not. And oh, I'm gonna fall in love with some fucking stranger at the gym. Like no, you're not. You're not gonna do that. You're gonna get really upset because you guys are going in two different directions. You know that? It's never gonna happen. Okay, so I'm trying to get this workout done. I'm trying to do my thing. And everyone around me is really dialed into sex, really dialed into, oh, we deserve your time, we deserve to talk to you, we deserve to be your friend, we've done the work to merit these things. How dare you not give us what we want? All right. A few episodes ago, I talked about the personal protest, where I'm like, I have nothing more. There's nothing really I can do except pull back. Like that's the only thing I can do. Like if we're talking about like, protesting, like the one thing I can do is to physically pull back and to voice my concerns. You know that? And like I do. Like and it really bothers people a lot. It really sets everybody off. Everyone feels super entitled to me, and it's so strange. Like never before. It's so weird. Okay, so I talked about the people in the change room, the lockers. I talked about them like following me around using every machine that I need or even like right in front of me or right behind me and I can smell them and it's nasty. Okay, on my phone, I'm trying to listen to music and stuff, and I'm getting advertisements. Oh, condoms, 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 condoms. Make sure you're wearing a condom. Condoms are great. And then have sex, have lots of sex, have so much sex, 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 sex. Can I tell you, I think we're done. Like, I think we're, like, when we start getting into this zone where it's like, I have no space, everyone's crowding me. Everyone's really mentally ill with the communication and the things that they're saying to me. And then now I'm getting on my phone, fucking condom, condom, have sex. Oh, fuck this person. Oh, take this drug and it will make sure that you don't have anything. And we start getting into this zone. It's like you want to know, like I don't feel like we're spiritually connected to bettering ourselves or enjoying a quality of life that everyone that like is gonna like send you into greater opportunity for your future. I feel like in this country, everything is like death spiral. Everything. Drugs, alcohol, sex, like the like there's no like, end to these things and everything advertisements, everything is geared towards this like this blinder thing where it's like, oh, I'm only going for these small minded little tiny things that don't better me and that will not help me in life. And I'm noticing it for myself, so I can only imagine it's that turned up for everyone around me. And you want to know, can I tell you something? These short gain little things like, oh, I had sex with this person. Oh, I feel so great about myself. Like, you want to know, like, can I tell you, like, this isn't a maintaining thing. This isn't something that's going to get you to the next level. This isn't gonna, like, look out for you or care for you. Like it's all short gain little stuff, and it's to keep you distracted from politics. It's to keep you distracted from your common man and their successes. Like, can I tell you, like these little ideas don't really propel you to your future. And I feel like if everyone was more dialed into themselves and working harder on themselves and growing their fitness and growing their body and making their body this beautiful temple to attract the attention of the people around them, then I feel like we would be in a completely different. I feel like everything would be different for everyone. You know that? You have to build yourself like your garden, like a temple, and then should you do that, you will attract and keep the attention of like the beautiful people that you're seeking. You know that, but it's not until you really dial into those things that you're gonna attain those things. You know that. Okay, so like my phone's going off. Condom, condom, sex, sex, feel good. Get it now, get it here, get it there, get it everywhere. Just you need to be getting it or you're a fucking loser. You're a fucking loser if you're not having all this sex. Like, can I tell you, like, you want to know what? I'm not a spring chicken. I'm not in my 20s anymore. Like, I'm an older man, and, condoms break. Can I tell you how many times, like, I don't know if it's like I got one of those dicks that just breaks condoms. I want to say, like, 85% of the condoms that I use break. 85. Because I can go for a long time. It gets really hot down there, and then they just fucking pops. Like, I don't know, maybe it's like my semen's like fucking acid, like my pre-cum's like acid, like fucking alien. Like, I don't know. Like, they've never really worked, ever, ever in my life. And everyone's like, oh, just wear a condom, just wear a condom. And it's like, oh, like, they don't work for me. I'm so sorry. Like, we're going to need to build stronger condoms. We're going to need to build fucking special latex fucking suits or something. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. I'm just trying to take it easy. I'm trying to pull back. I'm taking the rest of the year for myself. Like, you want to know if you're looking for something, look elsewhere because I'm really tuning into myself. And until I have that job that's gonna get me that house, like, I'm so sorry. Like, I just can't. Like, it's just not gonna happen. I'm really like, I wish things were different. I wish I had that life. I wish I had that family. I wish I had those friends. Too bad, so sad. God has a better plan for me. I have faith in Him. You know that? Can I tell you? Like, God knows better than me. God knows everything. God sets you on a path and puts certain things on that path or sets you in a certain way where, and all you have to do during test time is just have faith. No matter what the storm brings, no matter what the season turns, no matter what is happening, all you have to do is have faith that this is in his special design and everything happens for a reason, and keep going because there's a greater opportunity just at the end. Just keep going. Like I think it's Dora, the fish explorer. You know, I think that I just put two characters together. Okay, so there was a show, Finding Nemo, and Dora's like, just keep swimming, just keep going, don't give up. That's what we have to do every single day. Can I tell you, giving up these like really earthbound kind of restrictions and like low level kind of like ideals, can I tell you, I feel like it's really kind of propelled me forward in life. And it's really kind of given me like greater like understanding of the society that I live in and the average mind of the person around me. And you want to know, can I tell you, like I'm trying, like when you're trying to find a partner that's going to carry you, like I think of the people of my past and it's like I'm looking for something outside of that. I'm looking for something outside of what I've been getting. I'm looking for something outside of what I've already had. I'm looking for the most bougie version of myself. I'm looking for money to be raining. I'm looking for money in every corner. I'm looking for so much wealth in abundance. I'm looking for, unlike ever before, like looking for money to be exploding out of the fucking closet, out of the fucking kitchen, out of the fucking washroom. Just so much money, I'm fucking drowning in fucking money. You know that? If I'm not drowning in fucking money out of every corner of my existence, like it's not for me. Like it's not for me. Like I'm so sorry. Like and I will work. I will work so fucking hard to get those things. Like you have no idea. And so right now, I think the goal right now is giving up drinking, giving up smoking, giving up sex, and just dialing into my future 100% and leaving all the things that don't serve me behind and just becoming the best version of myself to merit all these things. And so eventually I will find someone to get married and then start a family, and it's not going to happen overnight, and it's not going to be someone that's been in my face this whole time, and it's not going to be someone at this fucking gym. Like it's just not. You want to know, I feel like a lot of people too, they're like, oh, look at my body. Look at all the chemicals I put in my body. Oh, look at how I've made my body look like this with all these chemicals. I'm also too, you know, I think that's great. I think that's awesome. Congratulations. Like, you look fantastic. But, like, another reality too is like maintaining such physique, right? And sometimes when you get into a certain zone where you're taking all these chemicals, you get to a point where you're like, I can't keep going. I can't get any bigger. I can't. And like, you want to know, I'm very much tuned into this idea of being, and just like, I eat, I train, and I sleep. You know what I mean? And everything I gain, I can keep because I don't need any like weird chemicals to keep it this way. You know what I mean? And like, you want to know, there's a lot of really big guys, and then later on in their years, they can't keep that level of physical. Sorry, I have to burp. They can't keep it. It's like I'm trying to do things where it's like I can maintain this. This is a realistic kind of thing. Over time, I'm not going to damage myself. trying to stay in the realms of reality. I'm trying to be very much in the like, the zone of not needing any kind of extra weird thing. I'll be honest with you. If I had everything lined up and my family, my friends were there and my job was there and everyone just did their job and wasn't fucking weird, I attract fucking weird people. Like I don't attract normal people. I attract really fucking weird people that have these really strange strategies and they group up and then they don't think that I know that they're grouping up on me. And it's like so weird and like gang stalkery. And like they all think that they're pulling the wool over my eyes. And it's like you want to know, like, I hope to God that you're praying and that you have some kind of deal with your creator, because I would hate to be you in my deathbed, praying and wishing and screaming, "Oh, please don't take me, please!" And the power goes. Like, I would hate to be in that zone. And I know for a fact it's like all I've ever really done is prayed. I'm not a perfect person. I've made mistakes. But like I pray and I try to help best I can. And even when I was at work, I tried to give people the skills and knowledge to do what it is that it is. You want to know another thing too? Like, not to like put myself on a pedestal or anything, but like, life and in this universe, there's so much. And I could talk every day from morning till fucking night about all these little things, especially with my last job, especially with this machine, especially with like with all the schooling that I've got. Like I've spent over a full decade in school. I took art fundamentals, aviation management, mechanical engineering design. I took all these different courses that have built all these little tiny skill sets and all these small ideas that build into these bigger things. And so for you to put someone who's never went to school or has no like real understanding and teach them and show them how and show them, and it's like, oh, like this is gonna take like a really long time. Like, a lot of who I am was in school every single day, Monday to Friday, like from morning to night, and then I went to work after that. Like, and I had three different jobs. And even like on the weekends too, I'm working. And like through all these experiences, it built me into this person. And then for you to throw some little kid at me, oh, teach this person, and I only have like what, 8 hours to do this? Not even the 8 hours, because you have two breaks and lunch, right? So like it's just we get into this zone too where like, and then the person's frustrated. Oh, I can't pick this up. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I can't. It's so much information. And it's like, you want to know. I can imagine. I can totally imagine. Like it is a lot. It's really a lot. And it takes patience, and it's a step by step thing. And you want to know, like, can I tell you, there's certain people right now where it's like you look at them in the eye, and in their head there's a war that you know nothing about, and they're struggling with things that are outside of you. And can I tell you, I I tried to go and get a tan, and I tried to darken myself, and I kept trying to go like it was like a religious thing to try to like make myself more like the same like color as everybody else, so that I could get and attain this respect of my like community. And at the end of the day, can I tell you, like, no matter how hard I try, I'm just a fucking white boy. I'm always gonna be a fucking white boy, and I'm always gonna cause people to hate me for it. I already know. I have flashbacks and I have dreams of when I was in school and I was kicked out of class because I was the only white person. Or I asked questions and I was white. And I feel like I'm always penalized for being a white guy. I feel like it all the time. And it's like, you want to know, like I don't understand why, because all I do is try to help people around me, and I try to like gain the information. And I remember there was certain times too in class where I got kicked out, and afterwards there were people that were like, "Oh yeah, I really didn't understand that part too." And he really didn't even like cover it, and he spent the rest of class talking about how stupid you were. And it's like, I don't understand, like, how can you go to school and you're trying to learn something, and there's you can teach things so many different ways, and I'm just trying to like grasp it, because like there's in class, and then there was like this web-based like homework slash testing thing that was also a part of this course, and both were so different. Like what he taught did not reflect in the web at all. And there was a textbook. And between all three things, so different, and they were unrelated. They were so unrelated. Each thing was so different. And then I would go to the Right On Center, and then I would go and ask for extra time. And then I hired a tutor, and I went and I hired a tutor from the university even. And can I tell you, it felt like, and I have flashbacks, and it's like they did not want me to pass. They did not want me to learn. They all decided that, oh, you're a lower class trailer trash white person, and we're not gonna give you the skills you need to do this. Where you're not gonna graduate, you're not gonna pass. We've all decided here at George Brown that you're not worth it, and you're never gonna make it, and we're all gonna work so hard to make sure that you don't, because you're stupid. And like can I tell you, like they were like they would spend the whole class talking about why, like okay, so like let's say the class is an hour long. At the 45-minute mark I got kicked out, and the last 15 minutes they would talk about why they shouldn't help me, and why I'm not good enough to know, and how, like, don't help this guy, he's too stupid. Like what world do we live in? Like, and like this is, and like everyone's like, oh well, you didn't graduate, oh you didn't graduate, and it's like, oh, I got the skills that I feel like I worked really really hard. I got a ton of really incredible skills. I learned incredible things that I feel like really bothered the people around me. Like, you want to know, I feel like as a person on my own, I'm like above and beyond in creative like energy, above and beyond in strategy, above and beyond in like all these other capacities, physical skill, physical endurance, picking up physical skills. And I feel like, especially in the academic world, if I was to excel in like the math and the science, and like make the grade, if I was to make the grade, oh fuck, it would like annihilate everybody around me. Like they would have nothing. Like, and it's like they had to make sure that I didn't make it. They had to make sure they had something on me. That's what it was. That's what it feels like, because I feel like I'm such a hardworking, uh, you know, like good quality person, that if they don't have these things on me, then oh fuck, what will we ever do? At the end of the day too, like, I could always go back, you know, anytime, and it's not really a trouble to me. And anyway, so we talked a lot about stuff. Um, I think we're gonna go into the next video. We're gonna probably do some prayers, and then we're gonna do some Fortnite. I know that, like, you're like, oh, we were just looking for you to play video games, but I feel like sometimes just talking about life and talking about what's going on and the people around me and stuff. If I was to die, maybe you could like reflect on these things and be like, yeah, he was surrounded by a crazy community of people that were unrelenting and that were really driving all kinds of things that were not in Jonathan's best interest. And so if anything bad happens, just know that everyone around me seriously is dealing with something upstairs, and they're just really not right. And the various comments that I receive are really scary things. And, gang stalking, like they're breaking into my apartment when I'm sleeping. I have to literally barricade my windows and my door every fucking day now. You want to know, things are going missing. Like, I can't leave my stuff unsupervised for a second. They break into my locker at when I work out. They go through my phone and my iPad, and it's just like, it's a really weird, scary world. And you want to know, like, you're thinking, oh, I want to trust these people. I can trust these people. You can't trust these people. You cannot trust anyone. Don't trust anybody. Don't give anybody the opportunity. They will take it from you. They will take the opportunity. Do not turn your back. Do not Always make sure you're aware of your surroundings. Always make sure you know what's going on. Always know where your exits are. Always know who's around you. Always know like what numbers to call. You know, be prepared for any situation because the world is really changing rapidly. And it's like, I'm not trying to scare you, but at the same time, it's like, I want you to be aware that the world is not the way it was. And unless we all fight for better change in society, you want to know, like, I said all these things about Mark Carney yesterday. And I was like, you want to know, like, the only way that we're going to make things better in this country is if you get rid of this guy. And not only get rid of him, but then also penalize him and all of his businesses for all the damage that they've done to this country in the last year and a half. And, you know, I was even thinking about it today. I was like, you should have a liberal tax. If you're a liberal and you voted liberal, you should pay 3 to 4 times as much as everybody else. Like, because it just doesn't make sense anymore. It really doesn't make sense. Why is there 2 million people in the food bank? Oh, well, the economy is crippled. Oh, like who took it there? Mark Carney. Like who should like pay for it? Mark Carney and his 437 businesses. You know, Mark Carney is on a pedestal or on a podium and he's like, I know how to funnel money away from these businesses so that we could be the most profitable fucking businesses. My businesses are the most profitable businesses because I know how to funnel the money into all these different channels and I know how to clean money. And it's like, okay, like it's like I'm a corrupt fucking politician working with a bunch of corrupt politicians to corrupt this fucking country. Vote for me. I'm gonna ruin you. Like, can I tell you, like, is what he's fucking saying. I don't know if you guys can fucking hear it. Like that's literally what it is. And it's like every day, it's like I think to myself, like, you know, if you're in a place of power, if you know, like, oh, liberal so and so just pulled up to the fucking Tim Hortons drive-through, make it difficult. Be an inconvenience. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I'm so sorry. The light's turning green, and you know that there's a liberal behind you. You know that there's Mark Carney and his fucking limos behind you. Stay on the break. Maybe even get your buddy beside you. Make sure that he cannot go. Build like you want to know. It's not illegal to be an inconvenience. It is not illegal to be trouble for Mark Carney. It's not. It's not illegal for you to bring money up to the Liberal Party that's ruining the money in this country. That has completely made our dollar completely invalueless in the global economy. Like we used to have a very competitive dollar, and I guarantee you with Mark Carney, that dollar is gonna fall to fucking to nothing. You know that, and our money is gonna be worth nothing. And you know everyone's leaving this country in mass exodus. You want to know if there's a liberal, if you're working on a liberal property, if you're working for a liberal in any kind of capacity, food, entertainment, their houses, their homes, if you're renting from them, if you're like bring up the money conversation. The money isn't valuable anymore. So you're gonna need to pay. You have to. You're the one that did this. You're gonna have to pay to fix this. Here's the liberal tax. Here's the Mark Carney tax. Oh, for Mark Carney, yeah, you have to pay 10 times as much. Sorry, like you really destroyed everything in this country. So you and your family and friends and coworkers and people who associate with you and who love you, yeah, I'm so sorry. You guys are gonna have to pay like 10 times as much as everybody else. Like, you know, give a break to the working class people in this country, man. They don't deserve to go through this. They believed and trusted in you, and you took that trust and you fucking threw it to the fucking curb. You know that? And it's so sad because it's like, you know, I grew up in this country and all these people, you know, like they worked and worked and now it's time for retirement and they look around to themselves and think to themselves like, wow, this is what I have to retire to. It's absolutely fucking nothing. Everything is the worst that it's ever been. And it's only getting worse every single day. There's people dying on the streets every single day in this country. And you want to know, it was never like this. never like this. And you want to know, can I tell you, I have faith in God, but I also too have faith in you. I have faith in the viewers that are watching this show, that what I say right now is sparking something inside that is going to drive change in the streets, drive change in the workplace, drive change in our politics in this country. You want to know, can I tell you something? It's not greater than you. It's not too much. It's not above and beyond. Like, I promise you this, it's small steps every day. It's small questions every day. It's small ideas every day that build into the bigger things. You know that? And if we all just work together, unlike we ever have. I know you're like, oh, you're protesting. How are we supposed to all work together? I know it doesn't make sense. There's in my personal life, if I was working, things would be different. I'm not really working right now. I'm trying to be a voice for the people that need it, but at the same time too, in my personal life, it's like I don't really go out. I don't really talk to anyone. I really don't go face to face. I really address my YouTube channel, and that's kind of like how it's been. You want to know, like, this strategy, I'm trying it out, you know, in a selfish way, and being this selfish person dialed into myself only 100%. Like, yeah, it's working for me right now, but like I feel terrible about like the average everyday person, you know that? And I wish I could do more, but it's like, I get into this zone too where it's like every pay period, I feel like it's like I used to put money away, and now it's like I feel bad, like, and it's like, I'm not really saving for my future. And like, you want to know, like, you should be putting like 75% away of your pay. Like, you should be putting 75% away for the future. And I'm like I'm not even doing that. And if I can't do that, I know for a fact that you're not even doing that. And uh it's like, it's really sad. And it's like, you want to know, like it's this is all the Liberal Party's doing, 100%. And I wish that we can make a change. There's been people that have voiced that, oh, if the Conservatives take over, guess what? It's gonna be like a witch hunt, and they're gonna start going after people in society, and they're gonna start, doing all kinds of really crazy things. And I think to myself, like, when Stephen Harper was in office, like money made sense. Money worked for everybody, like, big time. And now it just feels like nothing works in this country, and I'm paying double, triple for it. It's really sad. Um, but anyway, another thing too, like when we talk about leadership, if you're a leader, you should be embodying the qualities of life that you want to see in your fellow man. And like, I look at the people in the cabinet, I look at these people, and it's like, they are not healthy people. They're not healthy people. They don't look like they're happy. They don't look like they go into the world and have a good time. They don't look like, and it's like, why are they in these roles? Like, they're not even helping people. Like, why are you doing this? Like, why don't you go do what it is that you're passionate about? Because what you're doing isn't helping this society. Like, you want to know who should be in these positions? The most fittest, most successful, most creative, most entrepreneurial, most like of the best families, of the strong, most capable, who have been through all kinds of treachery and made it out the other side. Like, I don't want to be selecting people that have had like this, like, picture perfect life where they've never worked a day in their life. Like, I'm so sorry, like, no, that's not reality. Like, I want people that have been through adversity. I want people that have know how to operate in extreme like situations. We need to pick stronger candidates in this country, ones that are a reflection of the people in this country. Because you want to know what, the people that we have in government right now do not really reflect the average Canadian. Like, you want to know, the average Canadian goes to the gym every day, eats a well balanced diet, takes care of his neighbor and his friends and family, is a driving force of change for the better and good of mankind. isn't what is that called? Greedy, isn't taking advantage off the working backs of his like constituents. Like, no, like a leader is someone that knows how to drive change for success and betterment of the average everyday person and tries to make everything better for everyone. And I don't see that in any of the liberal candidates at all. I don't. I look around me and this country has never been so terrible as it is now. And like all the windows and doors are getting boarded up. Soon we're gonna be just like fucking Buffalo. Like even probably worse. Like it's so sad. Like anyway, so we're gonna switch to the next video. We're gonna do prayers and then we're going to play some video games.